Good morning. Also, good afternoon, because I feel like I'm gonna forget about saying that in like 2 minutes. Hello, Rin-chan. Hello, Red. Or do you mind if I call you Rin-chan? I kind of automatically say Chan after your name just because of your moniker channel, and I kind of do an in-between there. If you don't like it, I'll stop, but I kind of automatically say that every time I see you. How's everyone doing? Alright. Good. Good. I don't know if you saw my tweet thread, but yeah, had some bacon for breakfast. Good stuff. So, little story about that. House is out of egg, so I'm tasked with buying it. I go to the usual place for egg, and they're out. So I go to Walmart. Of course, Walmart being Walmart means I just kind of walk around for a little bit. Saw that they had bacon for on sale. Grabbed a pack. And I was like, alright. Got the egg, got the bacon, let's go. I'll be honest, I was actually looking for more ground beef. I want to make some hamburgers. They had like pre-made burgers. I'm like, nah. I'm not for that pre-made stuff. I want to make my own patties. Alright, so we have max, everything, resin at the moment. What is this? Update summary. Dear travelers, to ensure that all travelers have the best possible Genshin Impact experience, our developers continue to make optimal, fix an issue with the story quest afterward, whereby the quest might trigger a process progress as expected. Ruin Grader found at the top of the snow golem cover may awaken prematurely. Fixing her in the details screen. Okay. These are old fixes then. Has to be, right? Oh yeah, I'm looking. I went way back. Looks like the update summary kind of has all the updates. I was like, some of this stuff seems to be over now, isn't it? But all right. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, we did the Golden House this week, I believe. We can check our battle pass for that. Yeah, we did Golden House, so let's go meet up with Andreas and Devalin. I believe I was told the fastest route to Andreas is from over here. So let's go check it out. Let us navigate and see if this is true. So this way. Come back. Raw meat. Okay. Mushroom. Lin. I'm being distracted again. No, don't see me. Actually, feel free to see me. I'll be over here. Oh, by the way, I switched my audio to, what's the plan today? Genshin Impact. Get melted. Ah. Just feel like listening to the Chinese voice actors for a bit. I actually want to switch over to Ningguang. Switch. Alright. Now let's talk to Lin. Before the Whopper Flower sees us. Yeah, sure. One raw meat? Don't worry, I just hunted a boar, Lin. Easy. Here you go. Whopper Flower, come over here. Alright. There we go. Ningguang's great, by the way. I'm trying to farm artifacts for my characters now. And, let's just say, so far, gotten a lot of fodder. Gotten a lot of fodder. Not really doing too much damage, but wasn't really expecting otherwise, so what can I say, right? Yeah, that's the nice thing about Geo, by the way. It's great for taking out Cryo. It's actually great for taking out Cryo in particular. I've noticed. Like, against Pyro, it's alright. But Geo seems to stand out when it comes to taking out Cryo shields for some reason. On top of the the Pyro. What's this? Yeah, on top of Pyro being good at taking it out, so is Geo. I don't know why that is. It's a little interesting interaction there. Geo is supposed to be the shield breaking element too, by the way, along with being the shielding element. So like 75% of my current party right now is terrible against Andreas since he is immune to ice and wind or Animo. So let's switch the party up. And because we can switch parties after the fight too. So I was doing some little fun with Official here because I have her at C6, but let's bring back the usual beatdown party. Alright, Andreas. At the end of the day, this is my most built team composition. Ooh, very close. Almost got hit by that. Oh, I did get hit by that. Unfortunate. Some of these have an interesting attack pattern that I'm not sure how to dodge just yet. I'm currently saving my burst for the next Andreas attack, by the way, which is why I'm not using it immediately. Alright. Mistimed that. My bad. Alright, there we go. By the way, I've noticed that the initial invincibility frames on Noel's burst there blocks everything, but then you have like an invincibility animation associated with it that does not like block everything, in the sense that if you have a shield on, you can notice that your shield still takes damage, interestingly enough. I don't know if that's like on purpose or what, but yeah, I noticed that was pretty interesting. So I'm taking it as like hopefully a thing where I can learn to have Noelle's burst up, like use her burst first before using her skill. That way her shield doesn't break to like high damage attacks. I also need to build my Noelle. I am thinking of using the Maiden's Beloved on her, mainly because of the extra healing. So I might go back to grinding the that domain again, I kind of stopped for a bit because I was doing the Guyon domain. Alright, hey buddy. This is kind of how this fight generally goes for me. It's nothing huge, right? You can do that. Baron Bunny's taunt doesn't actually work, so you just kind of throw it in for the damage. Occasionally, Enders will swipe and hit Baron Bunny, right? It's kind of what you're looking for. Traveler being super low is not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. Okay. Ooh, okay. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. That should... Okay, we got 2 swipes there, it looks like. Maybe 1. Just need a little bit. I'm sticking with Noelle for a little bit here. I do wanna... Okay, so that's gone. Now I do this. Get the extra healing in while my burst was still up. Yeah. Again, using bursts whenever you notice an attack coming, because a lot of the bursts have invincibility frames, and a lot of it. So they're pretty nice to have. Alright, now I need to bring out Noelle for her shielding, because I'm taking a bit of a beating. We'll bring in Gooba and Baron Bunny, bring back Noelle. Use her burst. Her burst does give a little bit of a damage boost. You can see our numbers hit a decent chunk, and then we bring our shield back in. You start healing for 659 apiece. That's good. So the party's back to full health, practically. And we're done. So that's usually how I handle this boss. And obviously if I use food, it's a lot faster. So I like to redeploy after the fight, so I can get the companionship EXP on who I want them to be on. Alright, we got the ring and the tail. Nice, nice. Gladiator's Nostalgia, HP, attack, elemental mastery. It's okay. I'm more than willing to save this, because Gladiator 2Ps is something that's really good for a lot of characters. And if anything, 18% attack is never bad on someone like a support. You could always use more of that. Alright. So, I do want to go fight Storm Terror, aka Dvalin. So let's get on to that too. Alright. So for this fight, eventually I do want to try a couple things. I know some people might have issues with this fight because it is a... what is it? It is technically timed. It's one of the... it has a DPS check built in. And that is when Dvalin uses its raining attack and causes the platforms to light up and thus start dealing dot damage. Dot being short for damage over time. So damage over time damage. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Samuel. See you later. For this fight, I would like to try something new. I always bring this party, but these 3 can't really do anything with the companionship EXP at the moment. I don't really feel like wasting it. So is there a team setup I can bring for this that could suffice in damage? I don't actually know. I really don't, which is the issue. What I can try, I'm not saying this is gonna work. What I can try is something like this team, except instead of Kaya, we bring Gubo, or going, we bring the panda. No. We bring Zhangling, like this. I know a lot of people like to use Venti as like a CC bot. Some people use him as main DPS. I'm gonna see if I can manage to do something about this guy as Ningguang. Alright. So Devalin's first attack is always the dash forward, and I missed. Yeah, unfortunately Venti doesn't really do much damage. I'm hoping Ningguang, you know, being the geo damage dealer she is, can quickly wipe the shield. That's kind of the hope. Alright, so it's about 2 hits away? Or it's about 2 rotations. That's not the worst. Ooh, okay. I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest. Normally I dash through that. I tried going up, and I think I was a little late on the up. Alright. So I'm learning from the player base that apparently the sweet madames are what people like to go for when it comes to healing items. So I might start making some of those. Also, Venti needs to heal up. Apparently it's like the most cost efficient, so yeah. We do a little mix of both. Mix of this, mix of that. Gotta learn from the populace. As I always say. Don't reinvent the wheel if you don't have to. Okay, so Devalin always uses this airball attack before causing the platform to light up, so that's an easy indicator of like what you need to prepare yourself for. That's something I do like about this fight, and how it pretty much tells you what Devalin's gonna do next. So just kind of follow along. So there is a little trick, and that is using the air currents, by the way. And that is kind of iffy, by the way. What had just happened there with Devalin dashing through the platform. Sometimes he'll hit you, other times he won't if you're doing the traveling. So feel free to take a little extra time if you don't feel safe with that. Because sometimes... Is he just immune to... He might be. Okay. Yeah. Nothing wrong with taking a little extra time there, if you have to. Just gonna rapid fire this. Okay. Alright, cool. So I do kind of need Ningguang's burst to take out this guy's shield quickly. Where am I? Alright. Okay, we didn't manage to actually swirl, which is kind of a bummer. I kind of spent too much time derping around underneath the Devalin. Alright. Run. Oh, this is a giant boss. So this one you actually have to be up top to dodge. It doesn't look like he uses that every time. Maybe it's every time you break his shield. He, Devolvin will use his little rapid airball attack. This you can simply dodge by being on one of the two sides of the platform. Okay. Without my usual party, this is a lot more difficult. I think it's because I don't actually have a real DPS on this team, unfortunately. That should be enough, right? Nope. We're getting there. So we're probably gonna have to back up this fight eventually, but I just want to see how far this team can go. I'm really okay with just seeing how far this team is able to make it. Okay. Of course he goes the wrong way with it. That's fine. Yeah, because my Ningguang isn't built. If she was built with crit rate, crit damage, she'd be able to do a fair bit. Unfortunately, she is not. This is the second rain attack, so there's only like one more set of platforms that's available, which is fine. That is perfectly fine. Just go up and left. Just keep going. Just keep going. Wait here a little bit. Wait for Devolvin to fly by. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Do note that the damage on the platform scales on time, so as the longer that the platform has been lit up, the more damage it deals. So that's why we kind of move on to the very last set of platforms, and then we just start doing the little trick to see how long we can last. That's kind of the test here. Nope. That should find the mark. Maybe? I wasn't paying enough attention. Can't tell if it did or not. Hope it did. Oh, don't port me over there, please. It's kind of dangerous. Another slam dunk? No, it's one of these attacks. Interesting. I don't... So apparently I really don't know this fight well enough if that's what's happening. Like, I'm learning this guy's new attack pattern and such. Okay, so he's now using this move. I thought I needed to break his shield for that to happen, but it turns out... No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, I actually used my burst there just to survive. Oh boy. Okay. That should be enough, yep. Switch back to Venti, angle ourselves towards it. Is that character good? Who? There are a couple characters here. Which one in particular are you talking about? Oof. Ningguang? Yeah. Alright, let's just leave the domain. If you build her correctly, when I say correctly, pretty much for DPS Ningguang, you're just looking for crit rate, crit damage. She has one of the hardest hitting auto attacks. Like in terms of actual DPS, she's third in the game when you build her crit. She's behind Diluc and Clay. That's who she's behind. Because that's her competition, right? In terms of DPS. She's number 3 in the game if you build her correctly. Okay. I want you. I want you. I'll bring Bennett. I'm thinking of bringing Dionia for the shield more than anything else. I'll bring Ningguang for the resonance then. Alright, so this is a very less trolly team. Well, you know, aside from the fact that Ben's level 1, but in this game, your support doesn't really need levels, aside from unlocking talents, right? You want your supports to be level 60 so they have all their talents unlocked. But aside from that, you really don't need levels. If you're content without having all the talent passives, then you really don't need levels. That's just how this game works. Your main DPS is your main concern. Everyone else is secondary, quite literally. Build up some. Bennett's burst is actually useful, so I'm actually gonna save that. I'm gonna hang over here. Don't get hit by the wind. Shield up. Whoosh. Hey, potato. Alright, no problem. No problem, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. Alright, so we kind of pop Bennett's burst like so, switch to Traveler, and just go. Did I fall off? I fell off. Awkward. Right. Burst, then go. So you can see, like, with my Traveler, I hit one rotation and more like 3 times as more than compared to the last attempt. That's just due to the nature of just how I've built my Traveler. He is my strongest unit. So it's really difficult to say one thing or another. It's just a showcase of the difference between a built DPS character and a non-built DPS character. So we're just gonna head off. The is gonna show up as we fly by. Hello, goodbye. Take no damage, which is good. Okay, the platform dealt 183 damage there. And I'm doing good, Potato. Doing good, Potato. Thanks for asking. Have fun in class, buddy. I'll be having class soon too, my friend. Alright. So because I'm running Geo, and none of my units actually have it built-in shield mechanic like Noelle, I actually have to cause crystals to spawn in order to get crystallize crystals. Slightly different type of shielding, but still shielding. Still useful. So you can see them over here. Pick 1 up, pick 2 up. Alright, there we go. Boom. I should probably bring out Ningguang's skill next time. So Ningguang's skill, when you walk through it, gives you increased geo damage. So this screen over here, walking through that is really good. Gives you a small little geo damage boost. I'm just gonna get out of the way. Again, don't want to get hit by that breath. The breath deals a lot of damage, so. Got it. So, yeah, there we go. Bring up Zhang's burst with me. Okay, no, I couldn't get that burst in. That's alright. Now we have Bennett's burst, and as I said, Bennett's burst is really nice because it gives an attack bonus. Now here comes the rain attack. We knew about it, that's fine. Go up and move. I'm gonna wait for him here. He's gonna dash right through the platform, and then we're gonna move. $367 damage, not much. Alright, so yeah. Just chill over here. What we can do is actually bring out Ningguang's screen, have Traveler walk through it. Yeah, have most of the damage get transferred to Val in there. I do want the crystallization to happen, so. Alright. We're actually going to use Bennett's skill down here because it still affects Traveler when he's up here. So that's fine. I think I need 2 more skills, or is it 1? 1, perfect. Yeah, so we've dealt most of Storm Terror's HP bar now, so Divine's almost done. I thought I was going to do a lot more. I think it's because I was missing the Jade screen from Ningguang there. So normally her burst deals a little bit more than that. But unfortunately the lack of her skill, because it didn't manage to create since due to the position I was standing in. Alright, and now we're going to have Devalian doing that attack. And then going to do its little AoE storm attack. That's fine. It's fine in the sense that as long as it's going to hit, I'm fine. Alright, so we're just gonna hit this guy once, and he's done. Go up. We did get hit by his little storm attack there for a little bit. That's fine. Traveler is also one of my tank here units, and we're done. So that's kind of how the game works in a nutshell. You have one main DPS, and that's kind of it. Ooh. Polearm prototype. Talk about lucky. Like these prototypes, I don't know if they've increased the drop rate or if the drop rate is still abysmal as normal, but that's pretty awesome. Alright, the Valen Sai. We got another one. Plume. Yeah, that's good. It's this companionship EXP that I really want. Hey. Thanks, Celine. Alright. Defense. Who? So the only defense characters in the game that I know of are Noel and Albedo. Would either of these two want this? No. Well, here's another issue. It's triple flat substats. That's bad. That's real bad. So that means that's fodder. We have another 5-star fodder. That's fine. But yeah, that's in general how I like kind of pace out my fights, by the way. Claim that. Our BP is now 32. Our weekly count is, let's see. We have 3 days, 15 hours. We haven't done the bounties yet. We should probably do that. I'm skipping the ley lines, honestly. We just have I feel like we're gonna cap out soon. Alright. I haven't actually done my expeditions, so let's go do that. I want to burn some resin there. So that's 120. We can craft 1 condensed resin. That'll be 160. And that's all our resin. And that's also our daily. Right. I'm gonna switch back to my other party. Oh, this was the other party. Okay. Whoops. So this other party, by the way, is basically my party that abuses the animal resonance. So decrease stamina consumption by 15%, increase movement speed by 10%, and shorten skill cooldowns by 5%. So we go a little faster. So we use a taller character. We're able to move a little faster. We use less stamina. That resonance stacks with Kaya's passive talent, Hidden Strength. Decrease sprinting stamina consumption for your own party members by 20%. So it's because it's not this exact same passive. These two effects stack. Another thing, Venti's passive is Wind Rider. So same as Amber's. But because he's animal, I get the resonance. That's what I'm after. So gliding we've reduced. Normally, actually, I have Beidou instead of Ningguang here. Since Ningguang is only about nearby ores, iron, white iron, crystals, and magic crystals. Does it? Oh, they added Star Silver. That's pretty cool. But usually I'll, depending on what we're doing, I'll switch in Beidou instead because she has Conqueror of Tides. So it's reduced stamina for swimming if we need to like traverse water. I know we have Kaya and all that, but sometimes I just want to swim, right? Alright. Go collect all of this. And my, as always, my priority are the rocks. 15 hours on the rocks, and then the carrots. I don't really care too much about the radishes personally. It's mainly the carrots. Check my inventory. If you look for my radishes, I have 1,042, so I don't really care too much about this. It's mostly the carrots. You see, we have only 74. That's because carrots is one of the ingredients I use a lot. Go over here. So Sweet Madame apparently. I can see why. It's too raw fowl, too sweet flowers. Contrast that with something like this, the hash brown, which requires jam, which is so difficult to make for me for right now. The healing difference is kind of massive though, but you can kind of make a ton of these, right? And it's far superior to something like the chicken mushroom skewers, which only goes up to 10%. You just kind of double the foul count, and you already go up to 24%. I can see why people make this, and it's most cost efficient too. And fowls are pretty easy to get. They're kind of all over the place. I say that, but we're probably gonna run out of fowl soon. I have a lot of smoked fowl, by the way. I've crafted this several times now. We have 393, and this is equal to 3 fowl each. So, yeah, we have a lot of those. Northern apple stew. This is actually where all my apples went, by the way. I kind of ran out of apples because of this recipe. Squirrel fish. This is also a decent recipe too. if you're not stressed for fish, for other recipes. What other fish recipes are there? Come and get it, I guess, if you want more crit rate. I like piling them up for crit rate. They all cost raw meat, by the way, so raw meat's like the big thing, but Adeptus Temptation is actually pretty mediocre for a 5-star item. If you've noticed, if you have Delicious Jade Parcels, it gives you 320 crit rate and 10% or crit attack and 10% crit rate versus Adeptus Temptation. If you do not perfect this, which I have very max proficiency, so I'm okay with doing this. But for anyone who's still making the item and they're not really able to, for some reason, get that perfect every time, then you only get 260 attack and 8. Well, actually, it's a bit more. It's 10% crit rate, and I think around 300 attack ish. If you completely miss it somehow and get suspicious Adeptus Temptation, oh boy, at 260 attack and 8% crit rate, which is kind of so bad, especially for the ingredients you use. This universal piece, I would love to make more. Issue being, it needs lotus heads, carrots, which are the two things that I'm really stressed on at the moment. Like, lotus heads are just hard for me to come across, and carrots I'm constantly using for the ratatouille. Because I got venti, and I can make these. Nimbo, hello. Welcome. Sweet. That's my stamina food. And by the way, stamina food stacks. So on top, so if you look at this, it's 25% decrease in sprint and gliding speed. So it's 25% with the 15% from the resonance, and then 20% from the passives. I don't know how. I don't believe it stacks additively. It might be multiplicatively, but if it's additively, then I'm reducing my consumption by a whopping 60%. So that's huge. That's actually pretty huge. This stamina food and this stamina food are both equally important. So this is kind of where my fish is going, by the way. I don't really make this because it needs carrots, and carrots are being used by my ratatouille. But I want this. How you doing, Nimble, by the way? I want this because it has climbing. I don't have anything. There's currently no passive that reduce climbing stamina usage. Obviously, the resonance 15% reduce, but yeah, that's why I want to cook these. And there's no character bonus, so there's not much I can do here. What you throw in is what you get. Yeah, so I'm a little hurting for healing, so I think I'm gonna make these sweet madams, and we'll use Barbara to see if we can make more than 99, please. 10 bonus, okay, it's not the worst. And we're missing sugar, well, not sugar, sweet flowers. All right, mine, origin resin. Now let's go do our daily commissions. Just waiting for online school, so I thought I'd stop by. Cool. Everyone's starting class already, and my classes don't start just quite yet. Yeah, my classes start January 11th. That's the Monday. Soon. Alright, so we have the daily one here, 2 there, last one is over here. Pretty simple stuff. Let's get that done. Let's get that done. So yeah, to make my life super easy. Okay, so with this, let's switch out the delicious hash browns with the sweet madams. I'm not even using that gadget at the moment, by the way. How have I been? Good, good. Thanks for asking. Let's see. No, not much has changed in the last little bit. Things are gonna get real busy with school starting back up. I think I'm gonna probably I plan on bringing back the schedule instead of being more sporadic on things. Just because, but the only issue I have with scheduling is the fact that if I do make a schedule, my streams will definitely be a lot shorter. Having things be planned versus unplanned means that things can get off scheduled. Gonna have to improv things, and that tends to shorten things rather than elongate them, I find. Alright, got a big boy over here. Hit the weak spot, please, Venti. Thank you. Alright. Walk through it, burst. That gives me maximum damage. Want Venti's thing back charged, good. Let me do this again. We bring it back over here. It's gonna do the little jump attack. So for a target like this, where you can't really crowd control it, you're just looking to constantly throw all your abilities at it. And hit the weak spot whenever I can. It's all I can really do. If I can swirl an ability, that's probably best, honestly. And then Ningguang can do a lot of burst damage with her abilities up, which is really nice. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. I always tell my viewers that I'll be here. I'll be here. And if I'm not here, my VODs are here. So focus on yourself first. I'm not going anywhere. Ideally. Ideally. I keep saying that, but you'll never know what the future holds. You'll never know what the future holds. Alright, take over to the Dawn Winery. So this is kind of why people run the 2 animal combo, by the way. As long as you have at least a Sucrose, you can run animal MC, the Traveler, and Sucrose. It's mainly for travels where you have 15% stamina reduction and all that jazz. It's just wonderful. Here you go. I'm actually out of raw meat, huh? It's kind of awkward. Used it all cooking. We can buy some from draft though, so I might do that. Not might, I will do that. Kind of wish there were more recipes for other things like the radish. I have so many radishes. I wish there was something else I could do with it without having to spend a ton of my other resources. At the moment, I'm not sure if there is. All right. Have a good class, Nimbo. Catch you next time, buddy. Okay. Hey, Tuner. Or Tuner, Tunner? All right. Whoosh. Defeat all the slimes within 3 minutes. Sure. Whoosh. And whoosh. Ooh, off Hydro, nice. Venti managed to get the Hydro in there instead of their Cryo element. So the swirl did take effect and deal damage. It's really good. Alright, swirl again. It's just a big slime left. Let's keep it in place. Ah, okay, of course. Of course. 2, 3, and burst. Good, good, good. That was actually Ningguang's lowest damage bursts, by the way. Again, my skill, the Jade screen here, kind of broke before I could actually use my burst. Yuzuru! Good evening, hello, hello, welcome! Alright, looks like it's morning now, so let's head over to Springvale and talk to Draff. Get ourselves a bit more meat. We're only a little short. A Draff. Thank you. Oh, we have 22 pieces of meat, raw meat. That's good. Fowl, we can get 10. Bird eggs. Bird eggs, the number might seem nice, but it's actually very little. Actually run out very, very quickly. When it comes to grabbing fish in a pond like this, I actually prefer Kaya, because you can actually freeze above it and just go pick it up. I find that to be pretty nice. Oh, you know what? I'd say good evening to you, Yuzuru. My bad, my bad. Good morning, good morning. I misread your message. Oh, Venti's burst still not up. Okay. I'm gonna do it like this. Whoosh. 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 All the whooshing. Alright. Ooh, a Berserker Feather. That's a 4-star one too. Alright, there's the reinforcements. Hello. What does the big door do? Are you talking about my Jade screen, or are you talking about the enemy shields? Get vortex. Shatter. Crystallize. Ooh. That's right. Ooh, 2 artifacts. Nice, nice. Oh, yeah, so this is, so I think what you're talking about is my Jade screen here. It's her skill. So the Jade screen acts as a wall of sorts. I'll say of sorts because you can walk through it. It will block certain enemy projectiles. So it does act somewhat like a wall. A protective barrier of sorts, but not everything. It deals damage on cast and when when a character passes through the Jade screen, they will gain 12% geo damage bonus for 10 seconds. So you'll definitely see me spamming that quite a bit whenever I have Ningguang in my party. So earlier, the big guy that was holding the shield, one of his moves is to go pick up a slime from the ground, a pyro slime, and chuck it at us. Is it pyro? I think it might be Dendro actually. I don't know. It's a slime that explodes. That's all I know, and it chucked it at this Jade screen. And that caused the Jade screen to block it. So it's one of the things that the Jade screen can block. So this last commission, it's another take out the 5 Helicurls. Well, the big guy is called a Mythicurl or Churl or something like that. I actually don't really know. So I actually want to land around. Those are explosive barrels, aren't they? I'm gonna land over here actually. Oh no, it wasn't. It was just their shield. I'm gonna do it like this. Bring Kaya over. So one of the things about Ningguang at her current constellation level, by the way, is that she actually she actually has constellation 1, which turns all her basic and charge attacks into AoE. Combo that with Venti's burst that can crowd control and force all these smaller enemies into one central zone means Ningguang can just do tons of damage altogether. Juggernaut. Yeah, so yeah, it's a pyro slime. This guy just picked it up from the ground, yanked it up, and chucked it at me. Okay, so the guy with the shield is slightly more annoying, just slightly. It's not the biggest annoyance, but so what I like to do is walk through the shield, get the geo bonus, and then use her burst because it deals more damage when you have the Jade screen up. And because of the pyro slime that this guy chucked at me earlier, my Venti's burst managed to swirl pyro. So because this guy's shield is a wooden shield with a green health bar denoting Dendro, by the way. It's a sign that tells you kind of what you want to do to it. So there are Geo Slime. Well, yeah, but there are Geo Shields, and those require Geo or Claymores to break. Alright, we did this. BPA level 33. Nice, nice, nice. So there's currently like 3 weeks left of the battle pass, by the way. And we only need another, what? 17 levels? So that's that's 17,000 battle points EXP, which if you cap every week, we'll cap in we'll cap in 2 weeks, so like you really don't. It's very simple to not complete all your weeklies and dailies and still cap on the battle pass, I find, which is really nice. Honestly, it's really nice. It means the game doesn't really force you to complete your battle pass, like all of it, to get all the goodies. All right, let's talk to Catherine. So for the names, I believe you can find them in the archive, by the way. Let me check that. The archive here. Yeah, so you have the Wooden Shield Hilichurl Guard, the Wooden Shield Wall Meetuck Churl, the Rock Shield Hilichurl Guard, so you can see the Rock Shield. Use heavy attacks such as Geo Elemental attacks, Claymores, and Overloaded. So Overloaded, that's the Electro Pyro Resonance. Not Resonance, Reaction. So if you have Electro Pyro in your team, that too will break the shield quickly. Same thing for this one. And then we have the Ice. So this one, attack with power or other elements that can react with cryo to crush its defenses. So the ice one here exists, and it's also weak to pyro in particular. If you happen to have something that can react with cryo, I would say, I think electro might work here. I don't know if animal, which is wind, would work. Obviously cryo's not going to work. I don't think hydra's going to work either. So yeah, we just feels so good being able to like just run around a lot and just watch our standard bar not deplete in like a minute or like in a quick second, right? Always feels good about that. Okay. Let's see. With the pull-on prototype. Isn't there a recipe? I need 8 of these vitalized dragon tooth. It's another. Oh, I also got this recipe from the tree. It's an attack percentage catalyst. Ooh, that's actually not that bad. I still think Crescent Pie is probably the strongest. Yeah. I'll make another one. Crescent Pie is just really strong. Obtain. We're just gonna refine our current one. So weapons, Crescent Pike. is. That's the Favonius Lance, Crescent Pike details. Very fine. Yep. Euphoria, Pink Euphoria. Hello, you're new? Welcome, welcome. Hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Alright. So now Crescent Pike, after picking up Elemental Orb Particle, normal and charge attack deals an additional 30% attack as damage for 5 seconds. So it's interesting. How about me? I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Same old, same old. Playing some Genshin, enjoying our time, doing our dailies. We did a couple weeklies. Might focus on the battle pass a little bit more. Defeat 10 more boss opponents. I do grind domains, so we could grind a domain once. Or wait for tomorrow when we have more resin. What am I missing for this? Nothing. Let's just upgrade it then. Crescent Pike is definitely one of the weapons I greatly feel like it does do a lot. Alright, so it gets to level 50. So I kind of misunderstood how this weapon worked, by the way. It's saying that for 5 seconds after picking up an elemental orb or particle, your normal and charge attacks deal an additional 30% or 20%, but scales, right? 5% each. So it goes up to 40%, looks like. It deals that percentage of attack as damage. So it's like an additional number, essentially. It doesn't like increase your attack by that much, but instead takes 30% of your, or takes the percentage of your attack and adds as additional damage. I can see why Xiangling would become very powerful from that. I'm missing a lot of these, so I can't actually ascend her. What would I focus for Xiangling, actually? Let's check the spreadsheet. Gladiator's Finale. Crescent Pike continues to surpass 2 set due to passive damage skill of physical, not normal. Artifact set 2. So Bloodstained Chivalry and Gladiator's Finale. I see. Abuse her physical damage. I do want to try that. Seems pretty good. Alright. So we do have a Bloodstained Chivalry goblet. It is pyro damage. I do believe that for physical damage carry, we're looking for physical damage bonus on the goblet and not pyro damage bonus. Which we do have one, by the way, right here. It's actually not that bad for substats either. Like, Def is kind of bad, but for damage dealing, I mean. Damage dealing purposes, obviously it's going to be a little bad comparatively. So we can run a domain once with our condensed resin. I'm looking for the Bloodstained Chivalry. I don't actually remember which domain it's at, so let's check our book here. Clear Pool and Mountain Cavern. Which is where? Way over here. I don't know where this is. I don't come here often. Alright. Let's check our surroundings. Hello, what's here? Why is there a dragon statue right over here? Wow, all those crystal cores, baby. Yes, please. Look at that. Why is there a dragon statue over here? Oh, it's... looks like it's just aesthetics. When I use elemental sight, it doesn't become clear, like white. Like if you look in Guang, it shows that it can be affected, and that's usually the indicator that you can interact with it. There are Lotus heads here. I did complain about this being one of the ingredients that I could never get enough of, because I just don't know where they are. I should probably mark the spot. Lotus head times 4, confirm. Alright, let's check out the domain. I don't think I've ever done this domain, at least as far as I can remember. This ancient blessing altar is filled with monsters that fear the power of Geo. You fear Geo? Ooh. Ooh. I mean, it's gonna be a waste of companionship EXP with this lineup. But because I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, let's just do it. I can farm companionship EXP from dailies. It's fine. Alright, so Geo damage bonus 75%. I like it, I like it. Oh, it's this domain. Oh, that's awkward not having Noelle's burst. If I remember correctly, I actually like having Noelle's burst here. Okay, let's use some sweet madams. Ooh, okay, that was a lot of damage on Traveler. Ow. Alright, that's one down. Kinda want the power guy to go down next. Okay. Because, in my opinion, Hydra is very simple to take out with Amber in the party, due to the nature of how alright, even though I was taking a beating. I want to take a stamina food here. Yeah, so Amber's burst just kind of wipes this guy's shield, whereas the Pyro, you need some sort of Hydro. So I think, let's see, what do I actually want for this domain is the real question, right? Come back. You just had to like teleport immediately after teleporting. That's insane. Come on, let the poor player have a chance, buddy. Also, I'm taking a massive beating with Traveler still. With that lag. Don't lag on me, please. Alright, let's got both of ya. Yeah, you kind of want to take out the power guy first, huh? I should remember that for next time. Bring Barbara in. Like, Traveler Noelle is more than enough. Barbara, replace Zhang with Amber, maybe? Oh, Zhang with Amber, I have Amber. Replace Zhongling with Barbara, I think. I want Amber just for the Baron Bunny and the burst. The burst is a big one. Okay. Good enough. A 3-minute clear time. I have done this domain before. Okay, I was wrong. I've done this domain before. Okay, gotta remember. This domain is the 3 abyss mages. HP, crit damage, defense percentage, flat attack. How about I mean, as filler, the this flower and this plume can work, I suppose. Because right now, for my Xiangling, I'm using her more as a support. Like, I have her as a support build. And that's kind of why this weapon, the Favonius Lance, is best on her at the moment for me. And it's because it gives energy recharge. For me, with her, I'm trying to have her not really do a lot of physical. So she's not spamming her auto attacks a lot often. But instead, she's sitting out Gubo and using her burst a lot more. What is this game about? It is known as Genshin Impact, made by the Chinese company MiHoYo. It's a very fun game, and if you join now, you'll have a fair bit to do. As you can see here, the map is pretty big. So the game starts you off around here, if I remember correctly. And you kind of walk around and progress through the game. And slowly explore the map. Right now you can see most of the map on my screen. That's because I've unlocked what are known as the Statue of the Sevens. Each of the statue will unlock or reveal a section of the map. Otherwise, it's dark like this. So you can see this dark zone. This stuff means that you can't see it. You need to unlock a Statue of the Seven to see it. This red outline here denotes unreleased map. So originally the game had this red outline covering this area now known as Dragonspine. We actually only saw the name Dragonspine. We never actually saw what entailed in here. That's because it was never released. It was simply a 2D image at the time. So stuff like this, where it's just dark. We have no idea. Like as an example here, the chasm. So we know this chasm exists, but what's in there, we have no idea. So this was the situation with the Dragonspine previously. So there's a lot to do in this game, I find. It's an open world RPG game. They limit progression. Dark is evil. Sure. They limit progression through the gacha. So you kind of have to roll. The gacha is this, where you have to roll for characters and weapons. And certain things are going to make things easier. And they're generally nicer for a lot of players, but they're not really necessary. The game, as you progress on, will give you certain characters. So as you can see, this is my list of characters here. Traveler is your main character. You start with them. You get to choose to be Aether, which is the male, or his sister, Lumina. She's the female traveler. Canonically, by the way, you are the male traveler, canonically, in the story. So people who choose the sister traveler as their playable character will find some interesting dialogue that doesn't really match up with their character at times. Amber is the first NPC you meet up with, aside from your partner Paimon, which isn't a playable character. But Amber is the first NPC you meet, and she joins your party very early on. You're going to be your second character you get. As you go through the story, you'll meet more characters, and you'll be given Kaya, Lisa, There is what's known as a beginner banner, and they give you enough of the special currency for you to roll the beginner banner, and you get Noelle out of it. So, Noelle. So that's so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then once you get your adventurer rank. So let me get out of this menu and show you the adventurer rank here. I'm at 51 right now. Once you hit 18, so from grinding from adventurer rank 1 to 18, that's a lot of the prologue story that you have to get through. But they did it that way just because they want you to progress through the story, kind of meander the world, find chests, find loot, fight monsters, and all that. Once you hit adventure rank 18, they give you a free Barbara. So that's your 6th free character, essentially. I do note the beginner banner, you can roll twice, because each time you roll it, it's a 10 roll, and the first 10 roll guarantees you Noelle. You technically, if you're lucky, will get someone else along with Noelle, but Noelle is absolutely guaranteed. The second time you roll it, because you can only roll it twice, technically 20 rolls, but you can only ever do 10 rolls on that banner. You're guaranteed any 4-star character. So all the 4-star characters have a purple background, as you can see with Noelle, Amber, Xiangling, Ningguang, Sucrose, Kaya, Lisa, Barbara. These are all 4 stars. The orange backgrounds, as you can see with Traveler, Venti, this person is known as Diluc. You'll meet him in the story as well. They are known as 5-star characters. Now, power levels, you might think 5 stars over 4 stars. Yes, if you look at it from like a base raw stats perspective, Venti is a bit broken though, so don't mind Venti. Venti is limited, by the way, so certain characters you won't be able to find. Let me see if I can get the character archive out. There are plenty of other 5-star characters of varying degrees. But just know certain characters like Bennett is one of the strongest characters in the game, despite being a 4-star. Ningguang has one of the highest damage ceilings in the game, despite being a 4-star. Noelle, being on the beginner banner that you roll, that you're given her, when maxed out, by maxed out I mean you can you can get repeated copies of characters, and you unlock constellations. For Traveler, this is all locked through story. You need to finish up the story to get these, but for everyone else, you have to just roll extra copies. Noelle gets progressively super stronger. That's not grammatically correct. She gets a lot stronger the more copies you roll from her. And her playstyle kind of changes based on what constellation you're at. You can sort of force her to be a DPS, but it's not until you unlock her final constellation, so you roll 6 extra copies of Noelle, where she becomes your DPS tank healer character, the person that does everything for you. The reason for that is because this constellation, it increases Noelle's attack by an additional 50% of her defense, and because all of Noelle's skills scale off her defense, you want to be stacking a lot of defense on her. Right now, I only have 1600 defense on my Noelle. You're gonna want maybe 2000, 3000 defense on Noelle, not 1600. But that's because I haven't worked on artifacts in a long time on Noelle. I kind of feel like she was fine. Venti is best waifu. Venti's my he's best boy. So I gave my characters kind of nicknames. Like for Traveler, I call him me. Noelle, best girl. Amber, best outrider. Xiaoling, best chef. No, not best chef. That's actually Razor. Xiaoling is I actually forget. I need to rewatch my VODs to figure that out. Venti is best boy. Kaya is my boy. Diluc is my man. Zhongli, I call him Geodaddy. Ning Wang, I call her Geomami. They're kind of... There's little, like, nicknames I gave for each character. Alright, what was my plan? Or like an hour and a half in, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's switch our party back. Okay, so Minlin is like this zone here. I'm trying to get these exploration progress to 100%. So you can see I'm only missing 100% off Bishui Plain, Jiangji Estuary, and Minlin. Okay, what I'm currently using, by the way, my gadget, it's a treasure chest finder. I'm using it because that's kind of how you finish your exploration progression, by the way. I just kind of look for treasure chests that's kind of just laying about everywhere. I'm not really good at finding things, so this compass is like a lifesaver for me. Alright, clearly I found a separate chest, that's fine. Whoosh. Hello. A hunter. Wasn't expecting this guy, I'll be honest. I'm in a bit of trouble, all things considered. Just a little bit. It's not a lot of trouble. It's just this guy hurts, and my team isn't really built to fight this guy at the moment. Hey Squash, Hunter scare you? If you have Geo Traveler, you can combo Geo Traveler with an Archer, and that's actually a bit of cheese you can do with this thing. I think another thing too is if you have because you can see this guy actually doesn't show his weak spot for the most part, but if you happen to be on a separate elevation like a rock or something, it forces this guy's bombardment attack. So let's see if he does it when I'm up here. No. Yeah. So that's a little unfortunate. But basically, oh, here comes the one-shot attack. So that drill attack, by the way, it's a one-shot. Do not get hit by it. Like, do your best to avoid it at all costs. Gonna heal up so I can take an extra hit just in case. Alright, I wasn't sure if I was gonna dodge that attack or not, so I used Ningguang's burst there. So you kind of want an archer. I like to use Amber personally, especially against this guy. But really any archer will work. And you kind of force this guy to use his bombardment attack by using the Geo. I think Zhongli also has him. We don't want stood right in the way. That's unfortunate. Okay, so you can see, you saw that, right? The dude did his like hands across the face with the cross. I'm trying to revive Kaya, which is why I'm in this menu, but here we go. Yeah, this attack. That unlocks the weak spot. You just shoot it. So you can force that out of this guy. You can force it to use that attack by standing on top of Geo Traveler's pillar that you can create with Geo Traveler. So that actually makes the fight super easy because you can just have this guy down the whole time and he can't do anything to you. So I should know of a domain. I think it's so to show you that, actually, I'll come back here. I know that the Ruin Hunter exists in this domain at the highest difficulty. So let me quickly demonstrate that. And I'm just gonna leave the domain right after, but because I don't have any reason to do it anyways, there's no reason for me to complete it. I grind this domain pretty often to get the geo, the stuff I need for geo. So this is my usual party that I like to run. It's actually going to be pretty bad for me because this domain penalizes pyro. Jackie Frost 1700, thank you for following. Welcome, welcome. All right, so squash. This is how this one works. What I like to do is actually I like to just do it like this. So just start with that. Start the okay. I'm gonna start the domain, and you stand here. Up he goes, and oh, there we go. Made a little bit of an error. Bad shot, bad shot. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? So that's how you do it. And you see this guy is currently have the frost on it. You need to use electro to remove it. And then yeah, go back up here. Does his thing. And we'll just heal up. So you can see Amber's health went way down, and that's because of the knowledge, or not knowledge. This domain, it penalizes you for causing a melt reaction. Melt and vaporize. Do not cause melt and vaporize in this domain. All right, so just wait, and instant, just like that, and he's back down. That's literally how you do it. So that's why Geo Traveler is so nice against this guy. But really, it's any construct that you can climb on. That's the big thing. And then you can just freely wail at this guy at this point. Doesn't really matter. And then like that, caused melt. Ember took some damage. Possibly fellow furry. I don't think I'm classified as a furry on the furry scale. So I'd have to say no, but I mean, if you're a fan of furry, then by all means be a fan of it, right? Everyone likes what they like. Oh, I missed. Alright, there we go. I think I was too early, actually. Even though I got the weakness spot shot on it. So you can see this whole time, this guy's just been down for me. Like this thing hasn't been able to do a single thing to my characters. By the way, I did learn this off a YouTube video. So when I didn't find this myself. Just looking around for tips and stuff. That's how you do it. All right, let's leave the domain. Yeah, challenge failed, doesn't matter. Get me out of here. Shrug, avatar still looks good. Thank you, thank you. I'm a cat boy. Yeah, so that's how that one goes. Alright, let's head back over here. As a quick explanation on why I have this is my exploration party, by the way. I should probably rename this party to exploration. Exploration party. Okay, so the reason why this is, by the way, I should probably do it with oh, nice emotes. Looks really good. Is because of the elemental resonance. Impetuous winds. Decrease stamina consumption by 15%, increase movement speed by 10%, and shorten skill cooldowns by 5%. So an important bit there is the decrease in stamina and the increase in movement speed. Was that chest always there? Huh. So you can see my stamina bar, it's just not budging. And that's because I have a gliding food reduction active. Oh, hi. You can see I'm just constantly sprinting around right now with Venti, and like they're just not. I'm just not burning out my stamina at all. Versus like any other team composition where I'm like fighting and stuff. I wouldn't be allowed to sprint as much as I did just now. So what happened there was, well, first for Venti's talent here, you can see Wind Rider stamina decrease, but also Kaya's hidden strength, sprinting stamina consumption decrease. On top of that, I'm using a Ratatouille, which decreases gliding and sprinting stamina as well. And they all stack together. These all stack. That's why it's so good. And this is exactly the reason why this is my exploration party. I'm just able to have a ton of stamina. Huh? Huh? Over this way? Question mark? Now climbing, that's a different thing. And I'm gonna need to have a climbing, you use a climbing food in order to climb and reduce stamina usage on climbing. But I believe the animal resonance still applies for climbing, so the 15% damage stamina consumption reduction still applies. Alright. This way. Wow. Beautiful, ain't it? Are we supposed to light those up? No, they're not interactable. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like walking in this game. It's the little things that has been giving a lot of details to that I greatly enjoy. Where am I going? Down? Down? I'm going down? Where? Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, alright. Horizon Zero Dawn? Nice, nice. Good choice, good choice. Just love it when you can tell the makers of the game put a lot of effort into it. Just feels good knowing that. 2, 3, 4. Down. Okay, so there's a chest like right here. Or not. More down. I think. Is there any reason why this is here and it's unlit? Swish. Yep. Not exactly sure. Oh, there's a chest right there. Whee. Ah. Oh, Dendro slimes. Hello. I'm super stoked for Horizon Forbidden West. That's nice. Hear a lot of good things about that game, so take him out. Got the chests. Yeah, you have Pyro. Unfortunately, I'm not running a Pyro user in this current party. Wow, it was just right there in my face and I just completely ignored it. Alright. This is the part I would like to re-mention. Ningguang's auto attacks are AoE. So, that's very unfair for these guys. Yep. Just another day in Teyvat. Don't think I've explored this water area much or at all. Geo slimes. Can I drown you? Oh, Kaya, why'd you hit them backwards? Yep, there's one drowned. Swish. That's two drowned. Water is really OP. If you can abuse water in this game, you're good to go, honestly. That way. Maybe I want to ice bridge this. I have not been here at all, huh? Wow, I just see tons of loot everywhere. Hey, cats. Everyone loves cats. Okay. Yeah, Mona's specialty is nice too. Oh, what's also nice is this. Give me a second. Do that. Eat one of these. Still think Kai's the best choice for this. Whee! And yeah, look at that stamina. Barely move. Oh, Gimmick! Hello, Gimmick. Welcome to the stream. Look at that, my stamina. Normally, you wouldn't be able to swim that much. So I'm very happy about that. Okay. Oh, just go up. I think, yeah, that's it right there. Okay. I don't have Ningguang with me, so I'm gonna need to drop attack this easily enough. Well, actually, no, Beto is the Claymore user, so I can break those with Beto as well. Where am I going next? That way. So yeah, this is why this is my exploration party. I just kind of have the stamina reduction for everything. Add in the food and you're kind of good to go, really. Ha, you wanna fight me? Fat chance. I'm in the water, water. I am swimming in the water, water. I'm using the climbing stamina food. So now my stamina consumption while climbing is reduced by quite a fair bit too. So as you can see, we're doing a fair amount of climbing, the jumping climbing. Made it quite the way. I don't think I can jump anymore though. I need to get up all the way up. It looks like. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna need to burn another stamina food here. Use. Just believe? No. We almost didn't make it. Alright, we can jump here. Let's get up. Oh, I see the chest. Oh, not you. Why did it have to be you? You're like the worst one. Over here, what are you doing? What are you doing? Cool. Got him. Since I'm in the area, right? Teleport to this one. I'm gonna grab the bird eggs. Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know, there's 8 bird eggs over here. I believe it's a daily spawn too. Okay. Now that I think about it, how difficult would the Frost Arm Lava Curl would be? Let's go check it out. We haven't been here in a while. I want to take them out because they do give 600 more a piece. So I know there's 3 on the mountain. One's this way. I do need to take out these guys first. I'm no longer hitting for like a gazillion damage with my abilities, but that's fine. Just means it's going to take a little bit longer. They're not the hardest thing in the world to take out, so I'm just going to hang over here. Wait for my... Yep. Take care of this guy. Because getting crowd controlled by the animal is not great. Okay, warm up. I'm gonna head over this way. Pine cones? Yeah, pine cones. Alright, buddy. You're done. That's a solid 200 more right there. Let's warm up quickly. I know there's another. There's a warming Sealy over there. Okay, we went that way too. Oh, I forgot about this guy. That's fine. I don't forget how much more did I think that these guys only give like 47 more, something like that. It's not much if I remember correctly. 86, okay, twice as much as the normal guys. Still not much. Okay, 37. Warming seal, we're gonna warm up here. Technically have Amber take the charge here. As long as this guy has its cryo application on it, Amber does a lot of melt damage. As long as I hit the head. That is a requirement. Ow. Okay. Let's heal up Amber here. Shield's broken, we switch. Dash accordingly to dodge the damage. I don't know if you guys managed to hear it from my keyboard smashing, but I did manage to double dash to dodge this guy's two-prong attack. Not two-prong, but combo attack there. Because he does the smash 1, smash 2 attack on me. Once, twice. Gonna go warm up first. Have fun with the doll, please. And yeah. I did build my Amber for headshot damage, by the way. 600 more. This is why I hunt these guys down for. So for anyone wondering, my Amber is built for headshots. Sharpshooter's Oath. Currently 80 at 80, increased crit damage, increased respawn damage by 48%, and she has Wandering Trope 4 set with an extra 96.9% crit damage. Overall, she has 189.6% crit damage, and her charge attacks are increased by 35% because of the Wanderer's 4 set. So yeah, she hits pretty hard, as long as it's a headshot. So you saw like the damage there kind of jumped around a bit, between 3,000 all the way to like 10,400, and that has to do with her landing her headshots. I believe there's a frost arm over here as well. Sounds like a great cat. Sounds like a great cat. You gotta keep her. No, this is the Vtuber camp. Where was that? Is it over here? I should really mark these spots, but I'm trying to do these off memory more than anything else. It's not this one either. I don't think it's this one, right? That doesn't sound right. So early on, hey Tota, welcome back. So early on, when it comes to your characters, you're not given too many. You have your Traveler, which you won't see in this character archive, but you start with Traveler. That's you. You get to choose, and then you get to roll Noelle from the beginner banner, and you're given Amber pretty early on. And then once you progress in the story a bit, you'll be given Kaya and Lisa. Once you hit AR 18, you'll get Barbara. And when you clear what's known as Spiral Abyss, so if you check out Musk Reef over here, Spiral Abyss, this unlocks at AR 20. You clear the third floor, you clear the third floor completely, so you don't have to get, so basically just gotta finish, because it's in 3 sets, so it's like 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. You'll clear all 3 sets. You'll also get the character Xiangling. On the streams I'm working these days. No, don't worry about it, Tota. You first, me second. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Focus on yourself first. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, and I'll be here. I'll be here. So you'll be given Xiangling. So that's like Barbara? Yes, Barbara. So she is a healer of sorts, and you're given her at AR 18. You do need to complete the prologue, I believe. So there's 2 requirements there. Prologue, AR 18. But yeah, early on, Traveler's fine as a character, but if you can really, and it's really based around what you get to roll off your gacha. So essentially, the gacha is the wish, and you don't see it here, but there's actually another banner, the beginner banner. You're allowed to roll that twice, and each time you roll, it's gonna be wish times 10 only. There's no wish times 1 for the beginner banner. It costs these acquainted fates. The game gives it to you, just straight up gives it to you. So you get to roll it once for free, and that's where you get your Noelle. And you can roll it again later and get another 4-star character. So you will have gotcha systems are gotcha. Yes. And so you'll have Noelle for sure, and you're guaranteed another 4-star. Maybe on the off chance you'll roll another Noelle, you might roll an Amber, Lisa, or Kaya. Kind of unfortunate if you're looking for a large roster of characters. However, it's not the worst thing in the world. In fact, having an extra Noelle is actually really good, and the reason for it is because this game operates on extra characters gets exchanged for what's known as constellations. You unlock, you get Stella Fortunas, and that allows you to unlock the constellations, which upgrades your character. As you can see, I only have 1 extra Noelle's. Yes, you did. I did notice that. So you can see for Noelle, it's I got your back as the first one. So if you have this, essentially, whenever you use, so what that does is It makes it so that when you use your skill, known as Breastplate on Noelle, and then Sweeping Time, which is her burst, the healing aspect from Noelle's Breastplate, as you can see here at base, it's only 55%. But with your first constellation, when you activate Breastplate and Sweeping Time, when these two are active together, your healing gets bumped up to 100%. So you'll be healing every hit, essentially. That is what the first constellation is for, and what that means is that for Noelle, she becomes now she goes from being just a simple tank character, so someone who can take hits, to someone who can take hits and heal your party consistently. It going from being a small percent, from being about 50-50 to 100% is a big deal. It means that you can get big consistent heals off of Noelle while being a shielder. Like, that's the advantage there over someone like Barbara, by the way, is the fact that for Barbara, her heals are good. Like, they're really, really good. They heal a lot. But the issue is because she's a health tank, so you just build a lot of HP on Barbara. If you meet anything that happens to hit extremely hard and one-shots your character, then there's nothing to heal, right? That's why shielders are so good. Shielding allows you to take more hits. That's the whole point. That's generally why I prefer Noelle, personally, but to each their own, as always. To each their own. I could have sworn it was over here. You know what? I think it's actually this spot right here. This is where it's at. Which means I have to cross this way. So I think this point's faster. So we go from here, run, run, run. And as you can see, my stamina bar is getting shredded. And that's because I'm not running my exploration party. So I can't run as much as I want to. I'm still using my food, by the way. I still have the 25% reduction in stamina, but that can only take you so far. All right, so we take out these guys like so. Wait, what? It hit the... It just missed. Alright. Unfortunate. There we go. So there's gonna be 2 more dudes up here as well. Hello. I do need to warm up though. It's getting real cold over here. Real frosty. Yeah, there's the guy. That's who I'm looking for. You start that's actually one of those things that warms you up, which is nice. So this fight shouldn't take too long, I hope. This guy's gonna shield up. And what I'm gonna do is, well, wait for him to come down first and foremost. Or not. Because that works too. We'll do it like this, like that. Yeah, there we go. Frosty. Is your name supposed to be a play on Jack Frost, by the way? Jackie Frost? This guy's hitbox huge, jeez. I need to heal up. Now I need a warm up. Come over here, big boy. Wow, okay. Wait, that didn't hit the head? There we go. Boop, 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 boop. All right. This only ever helps me, buddy. Hit the head, please. This is just not fair. That was just not fair. Okay. And I know there's one more. Was it over here? No, I think it was over here. We have to barrel through a whole campsite of enemies and then we'll meet up with the last one. Was it over here? Could have sworn it was. Maybe it's this way. Cool, cool. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people like to make play on words with a lot of their like online names and stuff, so yeah, it's cool. Ba 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 ba. Just casually walking by. Don't mind the guy coming to murder you. Oh. Oh, wow, you're still fine over here, eh? Let's change that. Doosh. Oh. Does that hit the bottom guy? It does not. Elevation. Okay, so that should be all of them? Yeah, let's warm up before we continue. Honestly, this is one of my favorite mechanics of Dragon Spine. It's the whole having to stay warm mechanic. I know a lot of people maybe not like it, but I greatly enjoy this. Get rid of you. Amber just starts taking pot shots, dealing 10.4k damage each. Oops. Alright, let's head over this way. Ah, okay. Oof. You have a wonderful name. Just gonna throw that out there. That's a wonderful name. Hey, move. Jeez, I got stuck there. That is unfortunate. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait for a couple of things to time correctly, otherwise we're gonna not be able to win this fight, unfortunately. Making username. I see. Alright. And we'll take care of this guy just because. Let's go warm up first though. Alright, well that's the 3 big dudes. Do that for the little bit of money. Just a little bit of money. Jacqueline Winter Frost. Having a last name Frost is one awesome last name, by the way. I don't know, something about it. I feel it's an awesome last name. All right. Yeah, in terms of exploration, I definitely need to explore this area more. All right, let's turn on back our exploration party. Alright, point me in the direction of a chest. Where am I going? Where am I going? Here's one. Okay. I was like, I don't see anything anywhere. Has to be underneath something then. Alright, more slightly hidden chests. Okay, this one. 1, 2. This way. Okay. There it is. 1, 2. Oof. That was a bit of a surprise. That was my notifications. Up. Is it still up? Yes. Oh, hi. Where is this chest of mine? Still this way, what? Oh. Haha, stay frozen. Next stop. More up. Up and away. Energy gathering when firing looks like air, but then the crossbow arrow sets alight. Oh, you mean for Amber? Basically, everyone has their own element. Amber gets pyro when she does it. Oh, there's a Sealy here. Oh, I need pyro for this. So like Venti, he is animal, so he is wind. So he will get the wind attribute attached to it. There's another character named Diona. She is ice, cryo. So she'll get cryo when she charges up her arrow. There's a girl named Fischl. She's electro. So when you charge up her shot, she gets electro on her arrows. Feel free, feel free. Not a problem, not a problem. Have a good rest, have a good rest. Although I won't be streaming for much longer either. 2 hours is usually a shorter stream of mine, but not much I can do about that. But I will have more streams later today, hopefully, hopefully. If I don't, well, we'll have another stream tomorrow for sure. So there is that. Right now it's just some casual exploration in the game. Really not much is happening too much, and a lot of this can be done off stream, honestly. I just like doing this on stream. There's a lot more exciting stuff to be done, but at the moment, definitely not much is happening, so. Did I break it? Ah, there it is. So I technically did break it. Ow! Kaya, no! Healing. That was weird. I do not have the party mint for fighting this thing, by the way. I wasn't exactly prepared to fight this guy with my current party. Oof. Like, even with Beto's counterattack there, she still got hurt a little bit. She has 45 levels down this thing, though, so not too surprised about that. Can you stop? Thanks. I do want Beto's burst to be active, though. The extra electro should help a lot. Ah! Too much, too much. And unfortunately, I can't actually, like, half my party's abilities are currently, ineffective against this thing. And that's because this thing is immune to wind attribute attacks, and that's what my Venti and Sucrose are for. So the odds are slightly stacked against me. All it means is just this fight's just gonna take a little bit longer than what I originally hoped for. But that's fine. Yeah, the counter is not going to be too effective when you take the full brunt like that, unfortunately. And there's still another minute before I can use a revive food on Beto. You stop that. Alright, well, if the little guy's here, I'm just gonna do this. "30 seconds. Okay. Okay. Right, so what I just did there was I used one of my character's burst abilities. And that's because a lot of characters in this game, with their bursts in particular, are given what's known as invincibility frames, shortened to iframes. And using them to dodge high damaging attacks like that is the key to winning a lot of fights. So even if your burst misses or doesn't actually deal damage, abusing it for the invincibility frames is sometimes more than enough to turn the tides in a fight. Yeah, that thing is also worth 600 Mora. That's really good. You can see Dragon Spine from over here. It's kind of nice. There's a chest over here? Let's check it out. So there is. Hello. Boom. Alright. Well, this is where I'm going to end it for today. Thank you everyone for joining me for today. It's been a lot of fun. It's another short one. I'll have longer ones soon, perhaps. Thank you everyone who followed today. Nice meeting all the new people. Yeah. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or day wherever you are. And I'll see you on my next stream. Bye.